everyone. Nice to finally speak to you again. It's been a minute, I think a week or 2 weeks. And today I am just so hyped up to talk to you about setting financial goals and budgeting. But before we start, I would like to give a disclaimer and say that this information is purely for educational purposes and not to be taken as legal financial advice. So if you would like to get legal financial advice, I do encourage you to seek out a CPA for taxes or a CFP, that's a certified financial planner, to give you financial advice, or a CFA, and they'll be able to give you the legal financial advice you need. All right, so now that that's out of the way, let's go ahead and talk about setting financial goals. And so what does this mean, to set financial goals? So it's more or less about understanding your finances and how your money can work for you. And I think I spoke about this the last time we had an episode, and I was saying that you need to build a relationship with your money. So when you do that, then you start getting into the process of developing goals. And the financial goal is just basically that. It's setting a goal of things you would like to achieve with the money that you have, or the money you hope to have in the future. And I guess one of the most basic things that someone can do is budgeting. And I know we touched on this a lot the last time, and today I'll be going more in depth on, so you're past the budgeting part of it, then what? So now you start thinking about how you're going to spend your money and how you would like your money to work for you. And some of the basic things that a couple of people start doing is looking at bank accounts and checking accounts, so the type of accounts that are there, how they can best work for you. If you have a checking account, should you have a savings account? And if you have a savings account, what's the purpose of having that? And where's the best way to go and get to open up a savings account? Which service is the best? And all those questions. So it does entail a lot of shopping around to banks. They could be physical banks or online banks, and determining which of them provide you the best service for you and for the kind of life that you'd like to live, and also how much you're actually earning. And so when you do decide to open a bank account, then you'll start thinking about things like savings, and where you should put your savings. How should your savings work for you? And one of the things I like to do is understanding why I'm saving and for how long I'll be saving for. So if I have a goal in mind, like I want to, let's say, put aside money for vacation, I could put that in a savings account, or I could put it in a vacation fund. Some banks actually offer that. If I want to, for example, have money set aside for household expenses, I could open a checking account because I want to be able to access that money quickly. And I could also decide to have it as a descriptive account that says household only. I know sometimes people are worried about having all these different accounts with descriptions on them and limits on them, and how are they going to manage them. But the good thing is that you don't have to have these accounts forever. As long as the account has fulfilled its purpose, that's meant to serve your goal financially. And I should mention, this should be legal financial goals. We don't want you doing anything illegal on there. Then it should be good. So for example, if you do have a household account, it kind of motivates you to stay within the budget of your household, because you would have done a budget for a weekly or monthly budget, or bi-weekly, depending on how you do your shopping or take care of your household expenses, and make sure you have enough in there to cater for those expenses. And another interesting thing is that you can always, like, if you have a partner in your life, you can decide to share that account with them, and they can contribute to that account with a set budget in mind. And it goes a long way helping you understand exactly where you're spending your money, how much you're spending where, and if you're overspending, where to cut down. Because once you start seeing that money going out of the account and into wherever it's going, like to a supermarket or fast food restaurant, gas usually does it, then you start to understand the kind of choices you're making and what choices you need to correct so that you are spending within your limits and not affecting your overall financial goal. And I should have said this in the beginning, is that you need to think about what exactly you want your financial goal to be. Do you want to be independent at a certain age? Do you want to be able to invest in stocks? Do you want to be able to travel more? Do you want to start your own business? Do you want to go back to school? And what are the financial or money tags attached to all these different goals you're setting for yourself? Because everything has a cost attached to it. And so determining and finding out what those costs are and working your way towards achieving those actions and goals you want is a good way for you to develop and build a healthy relationship with your money, so that you aren't running away from doing the things you need to do, like getting your finances in order, or if you need to get a job, applying for a job, or if you run your own business, looking for opportunities that can provide you financing, like grants, or looking for investors to invest in your business, or increasing your marketing aspect to bring in more sales and customers, things like that. And that will, understanding how those two correlate and developing a healthy relationship with your money can go a long way in helping you achieve your financial goals. And so I know I haven't really spoken a lot about the different types of accounts you can open, but I'm sure if you went online or just did your own individual research into what works for you, you will be able to find some really good answers. And like I said, savings, my personal take is I use it for something that's going to be a long-term goal or a one-off goal, or something that I know I can wait to achieve it, but want to put aside some money so that it can accrue a little bit of interest on it. And then for the checking, I use it like for daily expenses, household expenses, things like that. And just having a little bit of money, cash on me to be able to do the things I need to do to get from day to day. And I must say, I love my relationship with my money, because I'm able to understand the different choices I'm making and correct myself and check myself to make sure that I'm still on the path that I have set for myself. And I want you to feel the same way too. I don't want you to be afraid to look at your bank statement or dream of the things you would love to achieve or like to do in this world, just because you're afraid of dealing with the financial side of things. And just as a word of encouragement, it takes time to develop a relationship with your money. It's not just going to happen overnight, and after listening to this podcast you're going to be feeling amazing and great. No, you have to take the steps needed to develop that relationship. And yes, there are going to be days when you feel a little down about your position, especially if it's not good, but don't let that weigh you down, and always think about where you're going. Be excited for that, and that will inspire you to want to achieve your goal and push you to do the things you need to do the right way to be able to achieve your goal, improve your credit score if you need to. And it all starts with knowing how your money works, knowing what your budget and expenses are. And that takes time, and you'll get there. So don't give up, and hopefully the next time I come on, I'll have some more information to share with you. So for now, I just want you to enjoy your day and see you later. Ciao.